We've got ones that can see. Welcome everybody to today's show. I haven't done too many videos recently breaking down music videos that are trending in the YouTube trending section. I used to do this almost every single day because constantly being pushed and crammed down the throats of the youth are all these demonic satanic videos that clearly YouTube deliberately puts in its trending section. And this is one of them by an artist called Future. Did I say artist? I mean a demon called Future who's got a song called Lil Demon. And if you actually go through right now, if you'd like, the trending section on YouTube, these are some of the things that are trending. Lady Gaga, Garden of Eden. The band Ghost, Satanized. And I'm showing you these things because it should be a wake-up call to those who are asleep and a reminder to those who are awake that we are in a spiritual war. We constantly see the devil being promoted as a protagonist, as a good guy. TV shows like Lucifer, where the whole theme of the show revolves around Lucifer being some type of cop or a detective, but he's the hero of the show. These cartoons like Little Demon, all these things that are out there always glorify Satan and persecute God as the villain. They're training people into looking at God as the enemy. And you're going to continue to see, as a lot of these laws get passed by Donald Trump, that the ADL want passed, which will, of course, condemn a lot of scripture, because that scripture will be looked at as hate speech. So this is a spiritual war. And of course, this guy, The Future, has a song from 2017 called New Illuminati, where he raps, if that's what you want to call it, about being a part of the New Illuminati. And he's another one of these puppets that holds up the pyramid or does the all-seeing eye symbolism. He even has a song from a few years ago called Posted with Demons. So he seems to have quite the obsession with demons. I mean, this is a song called Posted with Demons. The song that's trending right now is called Little Demon. And in that video, he does a gigantic satanic ritual, of course, inside of a gigantic ritual circle that's on fire. And he even happens to be wearing a shirt that says the Martians are coming to save the Earth. So the song is called Posted with Demons. And he's wearing a shirt, coincidentally, that says the Martians are coming to save the Earth. That's how in our faces this stuff is. And the majority of sheeple do not understand. What he's referencing, of course, isn't Martians. He's referencing demons. Like Aleister Crowley wrote in his book, Today They Call Them Angels and Demons, Tomorrow They Will Call Them Something Else. And the depiction that we've all seen of what a gray alien is, that they constantly show us in TV shows and in film, the sketch of an alien is actually a sketch from Aleister Crowley's Lam, the entity that Crowley summoned. So when The Future is wearing a shirt saying that the Martians are coming to save the Earth, connect the dots on what he's actually talking about. He's talking about these demons that they are trying to bring forth into our physical realm. And look no further than places like CERN that tell you that they're doing these large experiments with trying to blow up black holes, in the name of science. And people just go, oh, in the name of science, they're opening a black hole. What does that mean? Oh, it just means we're trying to blow a hole through the universe, right? Well, they're trying to summon, of course, what's on the other side behind the veil. So this video, obviously, you can see Little Demon even has a little all-seeing eye. How deliberate is that? Right? We're supposed to believe that this is shot on an actual camcorder, but they have the all-seeing eye symbolism right in front of your face. And of course, right as the video starts, we get somebody, a demon, I suppose, holding up the heart symbol, right? So you have a song about demons, and now we see the heart symbol, right? Which, of course, is another way to just program people into what eventually they have planned, where they're going to normalize, of course, love and tolerance and acceptance of everything, and the heart symbol is supposed to mean peace and love, and they're really talking about the Antichrist, but the heart symbol itself does not mean the heart inside of your body. I've said this many times. The heart is a symbol of Nimrod among the ancient Babylonians. It was a symbol of Baal. The word for heart in the Babylonian language was Baal. That is the origin of the word heart and the symbol heart. So as the video progresses, of course, we get some demons on screen. I don't know, some of the, mom must be proud of some of these actresses, but I guess these are actually real life demons, I suppose, where they're just demonically possessed inside of a club. You get devil horn symbolism with this Kim Kardashian wannabe. You get other people, of course, partaking and doing drugs and everything else, which is a common theme in all of these rap videos. Mostly every video, when they show these people at a club acting a certain way, that's another way to socially engineer people into living this type of lifestyle, this empty nothingness lifestyle, where these people become addicted to these things. They never flourish in life because they seem to find fulfillment through God, find fulfillment through actually doing things that we were born and put here to do, like farm and grow and nurture, right? Instead, people have all this free time on their hands because the government provides them food from places like McDonald's, right? Or all these places that they can conveniently get things, even though what they're doing is really poisoning their temple, because the majority of food that people eat, if they don't grow it themselves, well, guess what? You're not even eating real food. So you got somebody partying at the club, they all look high, holding up devil horns. And then we got a serpent drinking some champagne, right? I mean, you think that this is random, that he just said, hey, I have a song about demons, and I'm gonna have a snake drinking out of a champagne glass, right? I mean, I'll give him this. It's a little bit different than what we normally see with the serpent crawling up somebody's body, but again, referencing the serpent in the book of Revelation, chapter 12, verse 9. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. That is why you always see snakes. When you see these performers, they bring snakes on stage, they do these ridiculous videos like Mamushi, which is about a snake, or they just flat out do the serpent's tongue, which is what you see Kiss and some of these other bands doing when they're sticking out their tongue all the time. Lady Gaga, Miley Virus, right? Constantly referencing snakes because they're referencing Satan. So then we actually get on the wall the depiction of what we're told Jesus looks like. And I know everybody out there has a take on what Jesus looks like and his skin color and everything else, but this is their way of showing you, look, this is spiritual war. They're showing you God and the devil. And then they take us to the burning bush, which is a reference to Exodus chapter 3, when God called Moses to lead the Israelites out of Egypt to Canaan. I mean, why do people think that all of a sudden in the middle of this video, there's people partying in a club, it's about demons, you see serpents, you see people who are demonically possessed, drinking booze, doing drugs, right? That they just randomly show you a burning bush in the middle of an empty room. You think Future just was like, hey, it'd be cool. Let's go down to the local nursery and let's get a blackberry bush. What? Yeah. And we're going to put it We'll take it out of the pot. We'll just put it in the middle of this huge empty room. But I thought the video was about a club, Future. I thought people were at a club partying, and doing all this kind of stuff and drinking and dancing. Why would we have a bush in there? Well, of course, the bush is there because this entire thing is spiritual. They're showing you a spiritual war. And they're showing you and referencing Exodus. And of course, they go on to show us what I would assume is the Bible with a scorpion walking on that Bible. Now, the scorpion is mentioned multiple times in Scripture. In Luke chapter 10, verse 19, behold, I give unto you power to tread on serpents and scorpions and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall by any means hurt you. But I believe what they're referencing here, because of course, Future, like all of these musicians, are devil worshipers. And like most of these artists, they actually are constantly referencing the book of Revelation. I believe this is referencing Revelation chapter 9. And the fifth angel sounded, and I saw a star fall from heaven unto the earth, and to him was given the key of the bottomless pit. And he opened the bottomless pit, and there arose a smoke out of the pit, as the smoke of a great furnace, and the sun and the air were darkened by reason of the smoke of the pit. And there came out of the smoke locusts upon the earth, and unto them was given power, as the scorpions of the earth have power. And it was commanded them that they should not hurt the grass of the earth, neither any green thing, neither any tree, but only those men which have not the seal of God in their foreheads. And to them it was given that they should not kill them, but they should be tormented 5 months. And their torment was as the torment of a scorpion when he striketh a man. And in those days shall men seek death, and shall not find it, and shall desire to die, and death shall flee from them. And the shapes of the locusts were like unto horses prepared unto battle, and on their heads were as it were crowns like gold, and their faces were as the faces of men. And they had hair as the hair of women, and their teeth were as the teeth of lions. And they had breastplates, and it were breastplates of iron. And the sound of their wings was as the sound of chariots of many horses running to battle. And they had tails unto like scorpions, and there were stings in their tails, and their power was to hurt men 5 months. And they had a king over them, which is the angel of the bottomless pit, whose name in the Hebrew tongue is Abaddon, but in the Greek tongue hath his name Apollyon. So again, another biblical reference in a song that's glorifying Satan and glorifying demons. And always remember that verse. And in those days shall men seek death and not find it, and shall desire to die, and death shall flee from them. And think about all the stuff that I've covered with technology, with nanotechnology, getting underneath your skin and into your body and editing your genes. All this stuff that they talk about in Silicon Valley, about extending human life on Earth, becoming immortal, the mark of the beast, men seeking death and not being able to find death because man, of course, has mixed with machine. And this will come, of course, to the men who do not have the seal of God in their forehead. So they show you the scorpion, they show you the burning bush, they show you a depiction of Jesus on a wall with a serpent drinking champagne, while all the party goers are holding up devil horns, getting high, holding up devil horns over their ears, demons running amok at the club and holding up that heart symbol, right? I mean, for people out there that don't understand, I mean, it should be so clear, right? Why are these people constantly referencing the devil? Why are they constantly referencing demons and doing these videos about demonic possession over and over and over and over again? Wouldn't somebody say, if they were artists, that, well, this guy had a song called Little Demon, and then a few years ago he had a song called Posted with Demons. He seems awfully obsessed with demons. And then, of course, he had the shirt which talks about the Martians are coming to save the earth. And of course, he's speaking about the demons coming to save the earth. And that's what this is all about. It is a spiritual war. And all one has to do, anytime you feel like, hey, maybe some of this stuff's not real, right? Look at the enemy and how often the enemy is promoted. How often is the enemy referencing God in the Bible? This whole video is a reference to the Bible. Literally, a reference to the Bible. The burning bush, clearly a reference to Moses and the burning bush. The scorpion on top of what easily could be perceived as a Bible, right? What do you think he just said? Hey, in the middle of this psalm, I have this burning bush, right? And somebody probably said, oh, burning bush like in the Bible. Well, what do you think? The scorpion on the Bible, on the book, isn't representing the book of Revelation as well? And then you go into the trending section. Lady Gaga, Garden of Eden, the band Ghost, Satanized. Every other day, there's just more and more things out there that are glorifying Satan. It's a reminder that we are in a spiritual battle. And as I often say, I know many people out there would prefer to listen to a sermon on a Sunday morning or a Saturday evening or whenever, every single day. And a lot of people come to me and they say, can't you just read scripture? Can't you just do what all these other ministers and pastors do? And I say, no, because number one, I'm not a minister or a pastor. I am showing you the evil that is out there because it's another way to draw people into God, to bring them home where they belong, to get them to pick up their Bible. Because they say, yeah, these people are awfully obsessed. I mean, this guy's doing videos every day. Every day he's got a library of thousands of videos on his website where he's literally exposed every single celebrity you could imagine. And there's some direct connection to Satan and devil worship. So they seem very into the devil and constantly talking about the devil. And then you see these celebrities and they're like, well, I'm an atheist. I'm an atheist, right? And you're like, well, why are you promoting the devil all the time? Right? Well, what do you think? They're going to come out and say that they're devil worshipers? You think that they're going to come out and do that? I mean, some of them do, right? The Marilyn Manson types. You think Tom Hanks is going to come out and say, hey, yeah, I worship the devil, right? How many things have I exposed with people like him that you see walking the streets and you'd say, oh, that's just a regular cookie cutter guy. And then there's all these connections in his films to devil worship and satanic practice, right? Occult worship. I mean, it's all around us. So I constantly do this to show people out there, to show, there's so much wicked in the world. And it's not just wicked behavior, it's devil worship. These songs, these things that are being promoted are to groom people into accepting Satan and worshiping Satan. And that's why they always filter in all of this love garbage that they say, this love and tolerance and these heart symbols, because it's a deception. It's a deception. The Antichrist coming in the name of love. So this was the future. And of course, the future here on earth doesn't look too great for the future or any of these Satan worshipers because we know who wins in the end. But you know who really loses in the end on top of all that? Not just these people who worship, though, anybody who listens to this type of stuff that they call music. This could not be good for the soul. This could not be something that really brings your body natural healing. I mean, these songs that get promoted are so bad and so awful. It's incredible that people actually drive around listening to this stuff in their cars or with their Bluetooth, their headsets on that are also microwaving their brain at the same time, as most of you see my videos on those AirPod earphones. But it's incredible that people actually listen to this crap, and there'll be Christians who listen to it, right? And they'll be like, that's not what he means. He's an artist, right? Oh, he's talking about demons, literally, multiple times he's talking about demons. He's doing a ritual in one of the videos, standing inside of a ritual circle on fire, right? I mean, he's pretty clearly talking about loving demons and demonic possession, right? But of course, they've convinced most of these sheeple that it's art, and most of these sheeple enjoy the things of the world so much that they refuse to see the actual truth in front of them. A lot of them say, hey, I don't want to live like you, man. You're miserable all the time. You're constantly, hey, does anything, do you ever get to relax? You're always looking at the bad, the bad, the bad. Well, we're surrounded by the bad, and we're not supposed to be lovers of this world. So that's the future, ladies and gentlemen. And again, we already know how the future plays out because the Bible has told us how the future plays out. And we already know who wins, and it doesn't look like future is on the winning team. I thank everybody for being here. Hope you're all doing well. God bless you and your families as always.